And we are live. Hello everyone, it is Tyrannt and welcome back to Satisfactory. In the last episode, we hit a bit of a snag and got killed a lot by aliens. But we did manage to get a lot of materials. And we've done nothing but get materials, all in preparation for a big move. And today, we're going to make that big move. Because I've gotten a bunch of materials for construction, but before any of that, I'm going to do a bit of quick research. Asta is meowing if you can hear him, so... oh boy. So, I apologize if you can hear my kitty, but I can't stop him from meowing. Alright, so let's do some quick research.
This fruit, dubbed the paleberry due to its tendency to stay light in color even when ripe, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Now the barrel nut.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Right, so we're also going to do the power slug. The purple one.
Research completed. Purple power slugs seem to be near the end of their life cycle and have a significant amount of potential energy stored. It is a good thing Fix-It does not waste. Purple power slugs can now be processed into power shards.
So that makes synthetic power shards. I'm not sure how we do. We're going to need 10 power shards. Something called time crystals. And quartz crystal. Stuff that we'll just have to get later. In the meantime, however... I guess... store these. Get some more... copper sheet. Copper's this way. And we'll set off to go find a place to build our coal power plant. Grab that and this. Gonna drop off foodstuffs. To make room for more important stuff. Mainly a chunk of biomass for the burners that we're inevitably gonna have to build. And let's go grab some extra concrete. Same stuff, same story. Slide jump, because this is the fastest way to get around on foot without blade runners. And then I know I said I was going to wait for the power to run out before I set off. But the thing about that is, if I could reach this storage container. The thing about that is, that's going to happen really soon. So I am going to just head out now. Build as much as I can. Mark it on my map. Probably should have shaved earlier. But eh. Mark it on my map, come back if I don't have enough stuff. And then just come back and forth. I mean, I hope I have enough materials, but I have doubts that I do. I do have a design for a power plant in mind, though. It's a pure lime. It's a pure limestone deposit. Not that it matters, because we're not building here. We don't have room for that power slug. Or that one. But that is in the direction we're going. Because we're going to go west and then north. You're free to claim. I'm gonna come back this way. Oh look, Hatcher. Got to deal Basher. Deal with that. Oh, hello. Didn't think I was going to get attacked by stingers. I want to go over this way. At least now. If I die on the way over here, I don't have to deal with them anymore. But there should be more danger up ahead. Yeah, because there's a Mercer Sphere right there.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Okay, now, this area right here is not where we're going to be building, but look at this. That right there is a pure node that we just saw earlier. This right here, Also pure. And this over here. Also pure. But that's not all. That is not all. There's a yellow power slug up there. I think another slug somewhere over there. Down this way by these hogs. Is a pure copper node. And then there should be 2 limestone nodes nearby that are also pure. So for those of you purists out there, or in the early stages and are really good at combat, consider this area. My only complaint is that it's very crowded, so you are going to need to clear out some stuff. But this is a good place to build if you're looking for resources. We, however, are not going to stay here. But we might run some conveyor belts over here in the far future. Now we are heading north. Very north. Because we are not looking for iron, copper, or limestone. We're looking for coal. Another power slug over there. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a... Yep, right up ahead. Fortunately, we don't have the room for... We do not have the room for a hard drive. Let's deal with that big spitter. That way, when we do come over this way, we don't have to deal with any monsters. No aliens to fight. But just out of curiosity... Oh, it's just operational. I'll have to get back here then. Because I don't have the room for it at the moment. Did I just shoot? Never mind. Never mind. I have snacky snacks. Yeah, we got all this beach to explore when we build our power station. do... Should we... Look how far we've come from base. We're about to go even farther than that. We should be approaching the biome where we're going to be setting up base, though. Even though we're mostly going to be building a power station first, foremost. Oh, stuff wants to fight. I hope they fix that bug. Right, even know anything over there? Oh, Mercer Sphere. Which I, again, don't have the room to fit in here. Come here, you. Whew! Alright, this should be the biome we're going to be building. Well, our first major factory, but now we're going to be building the power plant. That should be not that way. I will be exploring that cave in the future. Should be this way. To the east? Northish east? Let's go to the east. Right up there. That's where we need to go. I know some parts of the map. Oh, look at that. 2 pure nodes, if I'm not mistaken, right? Pure and pure, right? Yep, pure. Oh, look! It's a hog! Was a hog. If I'm not mistaken, there should also be a few copper nodes. One right here, right? Yeah, that's pure. And there might be another one nearby that's pure. Don't quote me on that, though. Right, so we need to go this way. So we can go up there. That's the way I want to go. Now, there should be plenty of hostels on the way there. Thankfully, I am armed. Not dangerous, but armed. There we go. Oh, you know what I just noticed? We did not get any drill parts. You know what? Should be able to... Yeah. Make some. Getting harassed by 4 hogs. 3 now. I killed 1. 2. 2 hogs left. Right. So that takes care of that. Up this way, should be seeing a lake. 2 lakes. More like really big ponds. Yeah, right here. Then on the other side over there, there should be 3 pure coal nodes. But yeah, this is we were going to be building our power plants. It's not very spacious, but not much else we could really do. Other than build somewhere else. But that said, I kind of don't want to build somewhere else. You don't scare me, I got this. You, however, are just in the way. Oh, it's dead. I was wondering what was going on. Alright, all the hogs are dead. And we got another crash site here. But this needs power. Which is funny because we're going to be building a power station here. Alright. Where do we want to start building our power? Okay, so coal should be right here. There should be another one right there. Yeah, I see it. Right. So, another one. Well, at least we got rid of the alpha. Alright, before I was rudely interrupted, let's put down a craft bench. And one of these. Let's put it down here, actually. Also put storage container right here temporarily. And this is where we'll store our build materials. Or at least some of them. Actually, let's take these out, because we need them. We don't need biomass at the moment, or wire, or rotors. What we mainly need is plate and concrete. Put right here for now. Building into here. Grab those nuts to munch on something. Just so I can get a little bit of health back. Out. Okay, so what we need is a water. How big is this thing? I know we can't build too close to that because of the rocks. Build to their side here. Yes, we can. Yeah, it's gonna be this wide. Let's test it. Right, are going to need some rods. To grab from here. Temporarily. So, I can. I'd probably put a water pump here. Just like a normal standoff. Right, so it can be right there. Put that there. Just have something for this thing to lock onto. Do that. Other than that, we need copper plate, reinforced plate, not copper plate, copper sheet, copper plate. We need stuff. We need this stuff, and this stuff. This stuff will be right here.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
I'm gonna underclock both of these. 75% per minute. 75%. Then, oh, I don't want an assembler. Can't do that. Do that. Actually. What's this here? Alright, so this is coal. We can move it over here. Possibly. So, I just need to get rid of this. Discard that, because I don't need it. Then... better yet. Take these down. Just so close we can build around this. Because with this much space over here, we should be able to do it. This right here, let's have to wait until we can get explosives. But for the most part, anything in that box here cannot be built in. So, everything in here, not usable. Else, however, should be fair game. So what I'm thinking now is to run it down this way. So there should be plenty of space for everything. Actually, question. Can they fit here? Yes. They can indeed. So, the question now becomes, how do I want to do this? Because this really throws me off. I could move it over there, see how big a... That takes up like that much space. Listen to them. Or you know what? Something else we could do. That's how the water generators, the water pumps all the way near this shore here. And the generator's coming this way. Because we can be effectively this close to that rock pile. Each generator needs at least 3 foundations of space. Right? Roughly. Make a coal power station, we need cable. We should have brought with us. We did. We should bring as much as I think we're going to need. This to this side. Right, so let's build our first. Let's put down the lookout tower for lining things up. Then we can put down water pump. Our 2 water pumps. Like that. Then how much space does that provide? Compared to the shore. If we need to push it back, we could. So. Then.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point, because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
So we're gonna move that forward a bit more. Go. Once again. That. That. Then I'm thinking about putting this. Let's see about soup in this. Coal power generator. You know what? New plan, new plan, new plan, new plan. Not going to do it like that. is going to be here. Does it run out the side? No. Good. Let's build another one. There. Third one right there. The fourth one will go here. Alright, logistics.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
There. There. That will need that. This will need that. And now we'll need that. This is going to be one offshoot. another one here. Do another 4 here. That is going to be 1. This is all for 1 coal mode, by the way. Oh, Get out. I just stuck. There we go. I'm free! Walls. Definitely something like that. And if it does clip, I care. Oh. I can't do that just yet, though. We don't need that there anymore. We could have done a splitter. Right there. Let's at least get that drill going. We don't have to power it yet, but... we should at least connect it. Should be able to make it down here. That. Go. That. Send it off this way. Actually, this is in the perfect position to do this. Don't want to do that. I'm going to just move this plant pipe. This coal. There we go. Dispose of that. And that. Quite possibly. logistics, splitter. I'm thinking maybe right here. So we can not use a Mark 1. But lift this over that way. Other one can go that way. Then let's see how far we could actually take this. Put that right there for me. Right there. Applying this. Got on top of here. There might be some clipping issues, but doing something like that could work, maybe. Let's connect this belt here. Like that. And again, like that. And can we put another splitter right here? Like right there. To go like... let's try that again. So do this. Like that, and there we go. There we go. We got this. We got this planned. This to go there. Like this. That. Finally, wait, I'll talk about finally. We got 2 more to do. Let's do that. 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 And now we just gotta do all that again for all of this. And that's just for one line. So let's get to building. Let's go grab the rest of our stuff. Our biomass burners back at home should be running out any minute now. Possibly. I don't know. Let's grab these. Point is, we're going to be heading back there soon. Where I need a resupply on reinforced iron plate anyway. And rotors. And probably iron rods, now that I think about it. Do that. Players in the way. Of course the player's in the way. I'm right here. Give me a moment. Alright, that was my phone, sorry. Let's see about... Can I fit 2 more over here? Let's see about that. I feel like I could. But it's not deep enough, so... all this is gonna have to go somewhere else. Although... does give me an idea. can't go that way because that rock's in the way. Could do this. Or I could fall in the water and take a swim. Sure. But I'm probably gonna run another conveyor belt down this way to feed into over here. Then I can put more power plants here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna build around the rock. So this can still go that way. In fact, let's build out this way. Power, generator. Get this to line up. Like that. Yes, something like that. Let's do that. And then we'll do it again. And fall into the water. Get nice and wet. Let's get this to shore. All three nodes are over there. Like this should do. Approaching another obstacle. In that case, why don't we move this up one? Actually, I just wasn't holding the right button. Never mind. I don't want to do that. That. Can I do it again, please? Like that. Yes, yes. Like that. Again, like that. And then one more time. Right there. Because then we can loop the splitter back there, over here, and connect all of these. I can have water extractors over here. Funnel. Actually, will the water extractor even fit here? Probably should have tested this first before doing all this. It should work, yes. It's just going to have to be... from back over here. Just because. Other than that... you can fit it there. I'll put another one. Resource not deep enough. Understandable. Is the other one side deep enough? I don't think it is. Let's try this. Put something there. Something there. Guess we do that. Something like that should be fine. get up. Or not. There we go. That's fine. Oh, pfft. Probably hope it was in the right spot, wouldn't it? There. So, underclock these to be at 75%. Like that. Like that. And that. So run it over this way. Mark 1 belts. Going like that. Go. Run that over this way, right? Yeah, like that. Like that. Reach this all the way over here. Yes. That's all about getting the splitters in the right spot. Okay. Now let's wire this to the... Not wire. Let's connect... the drill over here. Using the Mark II conveyor belts. Let's start this up with some biomass burners. We need wire to make. This. There. This. Here. And here. Let's connect that to that. That. Essentially trying to future-proof this. So we are gonna have to come back here in the near future. let's see how well this does. On these 2 biomass burners. That's why I brought some biomass. Oh, that's not enough. Alright, in that case... Let me do that. Third one. Alright. Those biomass burners are just going to have to do until we get all that coal down to there. But the good news is, once all that coal is down there, it should power itself. Should. Do I remember to underclock these? I did, yes. Right, this takes 15 coal per minute. I see what I'm doing wrong. I see what I'm doing wrong here. splits off into 60. So let's turn all these off. Just let these load up with coal for now. Because I did something wrong. I fucked up. Could possibly run built over this way. That should be good enough for now. You all did good. Everything can go off for now. As we figure out our logistics problem. Yes, I have been playing for 6 hours, but this stream isn't that long. Only about an hour. Getting close to 2. Yeah, this is probably gonna be one of those long episodes, honestly. This is gonna go over this way. this will go like that. No, we're not doing that. Do straights for now. We'll do that. So this is 60. Split that to do 30. This. That. This. That. So 60 to 30 to 15. Something like that should work. Same thing. That. This is on 30 now. Which you can split again. Here, 15 and 15. That should work. Of course, we're going to have to do some overhauling in the far future, but at least we're getting it to where we need to be. So let's turn this on. See how well this runs. We turn the drill back on. Because if that works, we can then send another offshoot here, down through that gap there, to power the other side. And then we get to do it 2 more times. hand, though, kind of hard to argue with results. Oh, the water. I forgot to turn on the water. That would have been a phone call. There we go. Water for the coal. That should fix it. Why is that one not going? Should all be getting water. Let's turn one up to 100. Oh, that does. That should give us the water we need for all these. Right? Alright, this one refuses to get water, so... I don't understand what's going on with this one. Let's try this. There we go, there we go. Get rid of this. Attach to these. We got this. Take that one. And now it should be working fine. Honestly, I'd rather run them both full blast 100 just to make sure they have water. But yeah, it's working. It's working great. So let's do this. Statistics, compare Mark 1. Send that back. It. Yeah. Something like that. Should be fine. This way. Like that. Then this is a 30 belt. This is going to be 60. Do that. Do that. We need to do What we need to do is move this more over. The belt should be like right here. Then we can go to here. Then we can do this. To do that. This over here. Take that over there. Let's split. That over there. So 60 goes to 30. 30 to 15. Oh, I just realized I missed one. So I'm gonna reassemble all this. This can go here. Then we can do this. There. That into there. This to that. There. To there. You know what? Let's actually see if these can run on 75 now. I'm hoping yes. If we can, then I'm just gonna run these on 75. Doing good? That's doing good. This one's doing good. Good. So, yeah, this should work. Should. This. All that's really left to do is provide them with coal. So, here, have some coal. And now 300 becomes 600. Probably gonna take a while for them to get saturated. Ah, there's no more my pipe. Right with enough water to run both. At least all four of them have water. to dial them down. At least a little bit. At least by a little bit. Let's see what that does first. Water. Down. There is a time where it does dip. Just a little bit. Let's get it. A little bit of the cold buffer. Other than that, it does work. At least. Production. This is at least deep enough, so. Fortunately, though, let's be a little bit too close. You know what? Until we destroy this, we're gonna put the other two over there where we have more space. I feel like that is going to be a better decision. There. Look at that. $600 megawatts of power. And we get to do it twice over. And 2 more times. Here, cat, go meow. So here's one of them. I think the other one is like somewhere over here. Ish. Pack the scan for it. Coal! There's one. There's the other. Stop doing that, Asta. What do you need? We don't exactly have a lot of... Oh, we need that. We don't exactly have a whole lot more reinforced iron plate at the moment. So what we're probably going to need to do is go back to the hub and grab more. But once we do, we can come back here and build up our power plant even more. But I'm liking how this is... I like how this did turn out. Should get rid of those towers. This turned out better than I thought it would. So while I'm actually thinking about it, let's bring a cable up here and open this toy. Grab that hard drive. We can disassemble everything. Don't need any of this biomass. Actually, while I'm over here, anything that stands out besides the overall flatness of the area. Alright, so. I think I'm gonna head back to the hub. And then we'll call it a... We'll end the stream and call an episode there. I'll upload what I got to YouTube, and once it's fully uploaded, I'll come back. So, trying to take a good chunk of what we have back to base. Actually, or on the way back. Let's see if we can grab that yellow slug. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Always good to get more power shards. Just having another good look around. Let's head out. Back to the hub! Oh. Hello, you. Don't need that wood. Oh, I see you over there. Shouldn't be anything major over here. Overshot that jump. But we should be able to reach this yellow slug just fine. Now I get 4 power shards, because yellow ones are worth double. Oh, I see you over there. Let's have a fun adventure through this cave. Oh. Ow. You get sawed off. I see you up there. Ow. Okay, that was easier than most times I fight those things. There should be... Pretty sure that one needs power. What's it, Asta? What do you need, kitty? What you need, kitty? I'll probably get that sound slip in no time. Ew, can you die for me? Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh. My monitor cut off. I can't see. Oh. There we go. Oh, there, that was about. Okay, There is a purple slug all the way up there. And if I'm not mistaken... Monsters all out. Aliens all about. No, that's not what I was gonna say. If I'm not mistaken, there should be some pure quartz nodes. Not too far from here. Yeah, right over there. There and one there. Of course, it's guarded by this behemoth. But now that behemoth is dead, and we can have a look at these. Yeah, 4 pure quartz. Here and here. We don't need quartz at the moment, but it's there if we need it. When we need it. There's a yellow slug right there. gonna grab on my way over yonder. As soon as I get rid of those hatchers. Uh-oh. Or I can just die. I can die. Dying is fine.
If you wish to impress me, don't do that.
Ada, don't. Just don't. Well, we made it back to base. To my surprise, everything's still running. We are out of wood, however, but it's still generating everything. So, I'm not gonna take anything. Just gonna check on our supply and everything. Yeah, this should be fine. That's what rotors like. Alright, any rotors. But that's fine. This is fine. It's annoying, but fine. I was gonna end it there, but so far the game's 2 for 2 for killing me just to keep the game going. Well, actually no, this is episode 5, so 2 for 5. It's 2 for 5 for keeping the game, for keeping the stream going longer than it should have. Luckily, that's not too far. That's not too far. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. I don't want to fall down. Don't send me falling to my death. If you do send me falling, send me into the water. At least I can survive that way. There. Didn't mean to do that. But at least we can make it to our death rate. With some ease, maybe? And we're still gonna take on that spitter. There we go. I see a log. Okay, I'm not seeing the spitter anywhere. So I'm just gonna grab this while I can. And then... I'll get rid of some rebar, just so I can pick up another slug if I see... There you are. Some distance between us. I can't see through all this foliage. Alright. Killed it. Good. But do I really want to rip? No, I don't want to do that. Let's get going home while the getting is good. Pick up any slugs we see on the way home. They're likely going to be blue and yellow. But I'm hoping that someday we can start getting some purples. Maybe someday we'll get some purples. I can see a blue one already. Thinking about it, I think there's something over here. Yeah, cave. There's a cave right here. Or we can find a Mercer sphere.
This is a shrine.
But I'm not gonna grab that Mercer sphere. Because I want power slugs. I want something I could use right away, not something that's endgame material. I'll get Mercer spheres when I am more established. Same with somber sloops. Somber. I should stop saying somber. It's somber. S-O-M-E-R. No B. There's no B in somber. So I don't know why I keep saying somber. Like a somber is a word. Alright. We are nearly home. Once we are home, we're gonna run our... We're gonna run our hard drive through the NAM. Turn our slugs into power shards. And drop off anything we don't need. In favor for some... Well... I'm thinking we probably need more cables. More cable, rods. Just basic building materials. That's why I need to get reinforced iron plate. So scan that. That. And that. We'll get rid of some of our rebar, just in case this happens again. Also ditch our screws, because we don't need screws. And then we'll make some more power shards. So we now have a total of 27, plus all the ones we have stored or along powering the base elsewhere. Other than that, we are mostly set for next time. We just need to load stuff up. We need to load up things. Grab some marauders. Organizing just a little bit. This. Move that over there. Now let's move our copper sheet over here. Pretty good with copper wire. You know what? Let's get our reinforced plate. trade in some of this wire for cable. Shoot that. Looks like we're full up on copper sheets. We don't need... I can't see us using too much more copper sheets. How about as many as we got? Let's go grab that cable. Then... I'll probably just save the rest for... Actually, you know what? While I'm thinking about it... Let's not make the same mistake twice and grab our portable miners. We are going to be heading back to where we put our power station. Oh, don't want to do that. Right here. Grab our portable miners. That can go there. And then I guess we'll just leave our... You know what? Let's at least refill on rebar. But I guess we'll just leave these two spots open in case we come across any power slugs in the near future. So let's just wait on the ma'am. So let's see. That's gonna take about another minute and a half. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet. I might be able to do that. But I can't because we already got research going. We found Sam. But we can't do anything with it yet because we haven't harvested any. But I'll probably change that in the future. We need to find Caterium for all of this, but that's also on my to-do list. This shouldn't be too hard to get. This will probably do once we actually start steel production. I don't even have sulfur yet, so No point in doing that quite yet. Don't have any steel, so I can't do that. Well, that's way, way more late game. So, it looks like, for the most part, all the rest of our research is either obtainable, or stuff we can't do quite yet. Or we need to find more stuff to do. We have our work cut out for us in the near future. Okay. 30 seconds. Let's hope for something good. I can't imagine anything I would need right now. Let's see what it gives us. And I'll think about it. Alright, stitched iron plate and bolted frame. So the bolted frames will take 3 reinforced plate per minute and 56 screws for 5 per minute. What if we wanted to overclock this? Like by 10%. These are really all that good. Let's do a rescan. Alright, iron wire or charcoal? Probably iron wire, if I'm going to be honest with you. Alright, because we could probably underclock this to go 20 per minute. Which would be 11 iron ingot per minute. Which we can then... Yeah. Yeah, I can think of myself using iron wire. Let's do iron wire. Because honestly, I don't need charcoal. Charcoal's a joke. I have a 600 megawatt factory going on. I have a 600 megawatt power station going on. And it's going to get bigger once I get back there and finish wiring everything. Yeah, finish wiring everything. It's going to be big. We have a lot to do next episode. So... that, I think we're basically ready to call it an episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Be sure to do all the likes, all the comments, all that internet stuff. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to follow me. If you're on YouTube, again, like, comment, subscribe. Really helps me out. And I will see you all in the next one. Catch you later.